the 2025 Porsche 911 Carrera T. Let's first talk about the highlights first, and then we can go into the details. All right, the all-new Carrera T, it's going to be exclusively offered with a 6-speed manual transmission. This is the lightest 911 Carrera variant at 3,316 pounds when you get it in the coupe form. And for the first time ever, this Carrera T, it is available as a cabriolet convertible. The rear axle steering comes as standard for these 2025 T models, and the PASM, or the Porsche Active Suspension Management dampers, they are tuned specifically for the Carrera T, and we also have a special shifter finished in open pore laminated walnut. All right, so those are your highlights. Comment below, let me know your thoughts so far regarding this vehicle. Do you like the fact that they are only offering us a 6-speed manual with the T model? I mean, it does make sense. They are trying to double down on the lightweight nature of the T. But moving on, let's go into some of the details. The Carrera T uses the same 3-liter twin-turbo boxer engine as the regular Carrera, so it produces 388 horsepower and 331 pounds-feet of torque. The coupe models can do 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds. When you go with the cabriolet, it'll do it in 4.5 seconds. Top speed of the coupe is 183 miles an hour, the cabriolet 182. Of course, we have here the 6-speed manual, and it's sending power to the rear wheels, and it uses the first 6 ratios of the previous 7-speed manual found in the 992.1 Carrera models. And for that additional special touch, that shift lever, as mentioned before, it's finished in a open pore laminated walnut in a ball shape to help distinguish this car and to give you a more special feeling as you are rowing through the gears. The car does come standard with the auto rev match function to help you out during the downshifts, but you can disable this feature, and it's part of the Sport Chrono package, which the Sport Chrono, it is standard with the Carrera T. And you do have that switch on the GT Sport steering wheel to access your various modes, the normal, the Sport, Sport Plus, and the wet drive mode. And you also get the Sport exhaust system as standard as well. And like usual, the T models, they come with reduced sound deadening materials. And the reason for this, according to Porsche, it's to offer you a more emotional driving experience. Moving on to the handling aspects of the new T. So the PASM, it's specifically tuned for this T model, and the vehicle sits 10 millimeters lower compared to a base 911 Carrera. And we also have a better braking system with the T model. We have upgraded 350 millimeter front and rear disc brakes, which is 20 millimeters larger than the previous generation, and we have 6-piston fixed calipers on the front axle. The previous car had a 4-piston fixed caliper. And they are giving us the rear axle steering as standard with the T. Personally, I wish they would just keep that as an option, because not everybody wants the rear axle steering, but whatever, it is what it is. The front and rear anti-roll bars, they have been revised to make the car even more agile and stable during hard driving, and the Porsche torque vectoring, which uses the mechanical rear differential lock and the targeted brake interventions to direct power to the rear outside wheel while cornering, well, that's going to be standard with the Carrera T. And these vehicles also come with specific aerodynamic adjustments, which contribute to the overall balance of the car. Regarding wheels, the T models come with the Carrera S alloy wheels in the staggered 20-inch setup in the front and 21s in the rear. You get 245 wide tires in the front and 305s in the back. These cars come with a lightweight glass, the reduced sound deadening materials, 6-speed manual. All of these things, they contribute to the lower curb weight, but you can take this a step further by getting the optional carbon fiber reinforced plastic bucket seats, or CFRP bucket seats, to once again save even more weight. And to distinguish the Carrera T from the other 911s, these vehicles, they include a vanadium gray metallic paint finish on the side view mirror covers, the wheels, and we have model designation decals on the door and the badge at the rear. The T models are available in 12 different colors. And regarding the interior space, we have a vanadium gray dashboard and center console, and the door panel trims are made out of black anodized aluminum. The dashboard features a shift pattern logo on the passenger side, and there's a special MT badge in front of the shift lever. You get the black 4-way power adjustable heated sport seats plus as standard, and you also get a heated leather-wrapped GT Sport steering wheel as well. If you want to replace the Race Tex with a leather interior, that's available to you at an additional cost. The default seats, they include centers finished in Sport Tex with a black plaid pattern. As standard, you get black stitching and an embroidered black 911 logo, and you are able to get optional 18-way Sports Seat Plus, and you can get the fixed back CFRP full buckets as mentioned before. When you go with the coupe models, they come as a 2-seater from the factory, but the rear seats are standard on the Cabriolet. And as a no-cost option, you can get the rear seats in the coupe as well. And that's pretty much everything you need to know regarding the 2025 911 Carrera T. These vehicles, they are available for order right now, and they should be arriving at the US Porsche centers by next summer. The starting price of the coupe, it's going to be $134,000. The Cabriolet T model, it's going to start at $147,300, but make sure to add $1,995 for destination. Is this vehicle worth it? I mean, unless you're doing mindless glazing of these vehicles, it's pretty taboo to share your opinions regarding Porsche 911s, but I don't really care about that. If you want my honest opinion, if it's not a GT3 or a GT4, I'm not interested. Just keeping it a buck with you. Actually, when I build a well-equipped base Carrera on the Porsche configurator, it came out to be like 150 grand. Yeah, that's the state of new 911s. 150 for a base Carrera with some options that almost anybody would want with that particular car. So you can decide what's worth it and what's not worth it. This is everything you need to know regarding the new Carrera T. And as always, I had the full press release on the screen for you to check out. So there you go.